They're going to pay them $3 an hour. Here, it's, I think, $25 or $35 an hour that they work.
We've got a graphic that will show people, just how different it is and just how high up the we are. The U.S. they're second when it comes to manufacturing costs for getting things done. And at the bottom of the list, you see Mexico and China way down there.
Right, but he can make that math make more sense because some things are cheaper, like they're closer to where the products will be eventually will go. So there you save on the transportation costs. We can make energy cheaper in those factories by making our energy costs lower. You can make regulation less of a burden, so that's cheaper as well. I mean, I said it before, the Obama administration was either too stupid or too lazy to get involved at this granular level and make the math make sense. We're not talking about giveaways. We are talking about making it more competitive to keep jobs here, because if it's artificial and they create economic inefficiencies, that doesn't do anyone any good because the products will just be more expensive for all of us. He's got to dig down on the math and make it make sense, right?
Absolutely. In fact, those threats were the main reason you had any kind of concern from Wall Street. Those are the sort of things you don't want the President of the United States necessarily go to war with Carrier or Ford or someone else, and you know, because ultimately it's not going to help anyone. If you put a tariff on them, that means it costs us more. So to Melissa's point, but what we saw here and what we've seen since Donald Trump has won this thing is that he's pivoted from the harsher rhetoric, which is fine because he talks about it in Art of the Deal. He starts from a very strong position and he gets things done. And I think it's playing out right in front of our eyes with this Carrier deal.
Yeah, and obviously this during the campaign season resonated with a lot of people. We also have a look at all of the jobs that have been lost in the Rust Belt, all these manufacturing jobs and things that have gone away. And there were people who said they would not have voted for Trump before, but there are these guys, these families, these women who are behind these numbers who said, we're going to give this guy a chance. And it's interesting to see today, of course, we have a lot of Carrier employers saying, hey, we finally feel like the little guy won something. But you have a union official there today, Melissa, saying, listen, I thought maybe it was just a campaign talking point, but he's actually doing it.
No, he's rolling up his sleeves and he's getting it done because it has to be a two-pronged approach. We have to take the younger members of our economy and they have to be retrained for jobs of the future. But for the people out there that are working right now, they're at the point where they need a job, not new training. We've got to find a way to keep at least some of these jobs. I mean, he didn't keep them all here. He kept some of the jobs here. And you can do that with the right mix of economic incentives and creating an environment that makes sense. I don't know if other politicians weren't practical enough, didn't want to do what Washington doesn't usually does, if they were too lazy or too stupid. But these kind of things, it's math. It's obvious. I mean, we look at it every day and we're like, there's a way to make this work if you just sit down and get your calculator out and do it.
And I need a calculator for any math because it's definitely not my strong point.